In the outer reaches of the Andromeda Galaxy, an unspoken rule permeated through the vastness of space. Avoid the humans at all costs. Known throughout the cosmic communities for their bewildering capacity for conflict and unparalleled adaptability, humans were both feared and revered as the masters of war. It was not just a recommendation. It was law, codified after the disastrous first contact. The year was 2578, and the Intergalactic Council had just received word of a new species emerging on the fringes of the Milky Way: humans. A scouting party from the Zorathian Collective, defying the Council's strict protocols, ventured to Earth to initiate what they hoped would be a peaceful contact. They were wrong. As the Zorathians descended, their intentions of harmony were misunderstood. The humans, fresh from the scars of their third global war, reacted with swift and deadly force. Within hours, the Zorathian ship was obliterated, a stark introduction to humanity's reflexive militarism and technological prowess. Aftermath and codification. The Zorathian incident sent ripples through the galaxy. Details of the encounter spread like wildfire, painting humans as a species not to be trifled with. In a rare unanimous decision, the Intergalactic Council passed the Human Non-Approach Law, decreeing that all civilizations must avoid Earth and its inhabitants. The law was clear: no contact, no communication, no conflict. The law-tested decades passed, and the law stood unchallenged, until a rogue commander from the Vantrex fleet, driven by curiosity and arrogance, decided to see for himself whether the legends of human ferocity were true. He disguised his ship as a comet and slipped into the solar system. His plan, however, backfired spectacularly. The humans, now even more technologically advanced, detected the ruse almost immediately. The response was a demonstration of raw power: nuclear missiles disguised as meteors, covert space drones armed to the teeth, and a warning broadcast in every known language and several unknown ones. Leave. Do not return. Consider this mercy. Observations from afar. The event solidified the galactic view of humans. Most species chose to watch from a safe distance, intercepting communications and observing human progress with a mix of horror and fascination. They watched as humans colonized their moon, then Mars, and began talking of stars beyond their own system. Among these observers was an old, wise being from a distant planet, known simply as Elder Zan. Zan, having lived through the eras of the galaxy's most turbulent times, believed there was more to humans than their penchant for war. Intrigued by their rapid development and complex emotions, Zan advocated for a deeper understanding of humanity, suggesting that their capacity for war was matched, perhaps, by a capacity for other greater traits. As the first chapter of our story closes, the stage is set for a universe cautiously circling the enigma that is humanity. Laws bind them, fear isolates them, but curiosity remains. Elder Zan, preparing for the long-prohibited journey to Earth, embodies this curiosity, risking everything to uncover the truth behind the human paradox. Are they merely warriors, or is there something more profound in their spirit? The journey promises to unravel mysteries and challenge the very laws that seek to keep them hidden. In the boundless void of space, Elder Zan initiated a fateful passage toward the forbidden sphere known as Earth, propelled by insatiable curiosity and armed with ancient wisdom. Within the confines of a stealth vessel, undetectable by the most sophisticated of technologies, Zan prepared meticulously. The vessel, a relic from a bygone era, was outfitted with technology designed to observe, to learn, and most crucially, to remain unseen. As Zan approached the solar system, the Earth radiated a spectrum of electromagnetic signals, a cacophony of voices, images, and data streaming into the abyss, revealing the complexity of human civilization. Their transmissions told stories of love, war, triumph, and despair, painting a picture of a species rich in diversity, yet paradoxically united in their shared experiences of struggle and conquest. On the fringes of Mars, Zan's vessel lingered, capturing the dance of satellites and spacecrafts that orbited the red planet. Humans, it seemed, had extended their dominion far beyond their cradle. Cities blossomed in red dust, encased in domes and connected by a web of sleek monorails. Mars, once a lifeless desert, thrummed with activity, a testament to human ingenuity and their relentless drive to expand. Back in the Galactic Council's chambers, news of Zan's defiance stirred unrest. A being of considerable influence, Zan's actions questioned the wisdom of the human non-approach law. Debates ignited among the council members, some fearing retaliation from their human counterparts, others curious about the potential of establishing a dialogue with Earth. Amid the political turbulence, Zan continued the covert observation. The stealth vessel slipped past the asteroid belt, drawing nearer to Earth with each passing moment. Zan noted the defensive perimeters set in orbit, satellite networks bristling with armaments, a clear indicator of the humans' readiness to defend their sovereignty against any perceived threats. As the vessel orbited Earth, Zan marveled at the blue jewel of a planet, with its swirling clouds and vast oceans. Below, sprawling metropolises glowed in the darkness of night, a signal of unyielding progress. Zan focused on understanding the contradictions of human nature, their capacity for both immense creativity and devastating destruction. Through it all, Zan remained hidden, a silent observer in the shadows. The mission was to watch, to learn, and perhaps to find a way to bridge the vast cultural and existential gulf that separated humanity from the rest of the galaxy. As the Earth continued its orbit, unaware of the ancient eyes that watched from above, the stage was set for revelations that could either forge new paths of understanding or ignite flames that would scorch the fragile peace that the galaxy had so tenuously maintained. Elder Zan, from his clandestine vantage above the Earth, delved deeper into the enigma of human existence. The planet below teemed with life, its diverse ecosystems mirroring the complex societies that had built civilizations upon its surface. Zan's observations revealed a species entwined in perpetual motion, always building, always striving, yet also pausing to revel in moments of peace and beauty. Amid this observation, an unexpected transmission from the Galactic Council pierced the silence of the cosmos. The Council, fraught with debate and concern over Zan's unsanctioned mission, demanded an immediate cessation of his surveillance and a return to the Council's domain. Defiant, Zan disabled the communication device, determined to complete his mission. This act of rebellion was not taken lightly, setting a precedent that would ripple across star systems. Back on Earth, the humans remained oblivious to the cosmic drama unfolding in their orbit. Their concerns were grounded in their own survival and prosperity. They launched satellites and dispatched probes into the furthest reaches of space, seeking knowledge and resources. Their actions spoke of a boldness unique among known species, a boldness that intrigued and worried the watching galactic communities. Meanwhile, Zan's advanced scanning technologies uncovered layers of human interaction that were not immediately apparent. He observed their art, listened to their music, and deciphered their languages, which varied wildly and beautifully across the planet. These cultural expressions painted a picture of a species rich in tradition and innovation, capable of profound empathy and brutal conflict. One evening, as Earth's moon cast a pale glow over the northern hemisphere, Zan witnessed a gathering of human leaders. The summit, held in a city sprawling beside a great river, was teeming with discussions of peace and war. Decisions made here would shape the future of this planet, and possibly the perceptions of those who watched from afar. In the depths of space, a new player emerged on the cosmic stage, a scavenger species known as the Skrell, notorious for intercepting interstellar communications. They had caught wind of the humans' advancements and Zan's interest in them. Curious and cunning, the Skrell began their approach towards Earth, intent on extracting technology and information for their gain. Zan, now caught between his commitment to observe and the unintended consequences of his presence, prepared for potential conflicts that might arise from this new threat. The stealth technology of his ship ensured his invisibility, but the approaching Skrell posed a significant risk, not just to him but to the unsuspecting humans below. As the Earth rotated beneath him, Teeming with life and unaware of the gathering storm, Zan monitored the advancing Skrell. The situation necessitated a decision that could alter the course of interactions between Earth and the broader galaxy. The weight of this decision loomed large as the silent watch continued under the starlit sky. Under the cover of darkness, the Skrell fleet, a collection of sleek, predatory vessels, advanced toward Earth's orbit, drawn by tales of human ingenuity. Elder Zan, maintaining vigilance from his hidden station, mapped their approach, a constellation of greed and curiosity moving through the vast ocean of stars. On Earth, the annual Festival of Lights had commenced. Continents lit up, a celebration of human resilience and hope, their spirit unknowingly mirrored in the silent observer above. As the Earthlings looked up at the stars, they remained unaware of the cosmic ballet being performed in their skies, where danger now crept closer. Elder Zan, in his ancient wisdom, understood the precarious balance of his actions. He engaged the vessel's most advanced sensory equipment to keep a watchful eye on the Skrell, plotting their trajectories and intercepting their communications. The Skrell's intent was clear: to plunder Earth's emerging technologies and perhaps to kidnap its brightest minds. As the Skrell edged nearer, their signals became more frequent, their plans more apparent. Zan, caught in a moral quandary, deliberated his next move. To intervene could expose his presence and further complicate interstellar relations. To do nothing would potentially abandon the humans to a fate they were ill-prepared to confront. Meanwhile, back at the Galactic Council, whispers of Zan's disobedience had turned into heated debates. Ambassadors from various planets voiced their concerns and predictions, some condemning Zan's foolhardy bravery, others secretly admiring his resolve. The Council, a tapestry of the galaxy's diversity, now found itself at a pivotal moment, its decisions swayed by the unfolding drama near Earth. Back on the blue planet, human scientists celebrated a breakthrough in quantum communication, oblivious to the Skrell's covetous eyes. This development would, in time, allow humans to send information faster than light, a milestone in their ascent to a spacefaring civilization. News of this spread through human media, a beacon announcing their progress to the universe. Elder Zan, interpreting these broadcasts, felt a surge of protectiveness. He crafted a plan, a delicate gambit that would shield the humans and perhaps sway the Skrell's course. Using his ship's advanced technology, he created a series of illusions around Earth, a display of formidable defensive capabilities and phantom fleets. The holograms danced in Earth's orbit, a silent ballet meant to deceive and deter. As the Skrell approached, their scanners picked up these ghostly images. Confusion spread among their ranks, their predatory confidence shaken by the unexpected show of force. They halted, deliberating their next move, wary of engaging a potentially superior enemy. Elder Zan watched, breath held, as the Skrell communicated their bafflement and fear. His intervention had bought time, but how the Skrell would respond to this ruse remained unseen. Earth continued its rotation, its inhabitants unaware of the critical moments that had just unfolded above them, and the fragile peace that hung by a thread. Elder Zan, with the patience of the ancient being he was, observed the Skrell fleet hovering at the edge of Earth's detection range. The holographic armada he had manifested shimmered in the vacuum of space, a mirage of defense that caused the Skrell to hesitate. Their vessels, designed for quick raids and swift retreats, were not built for prolonged engagements, especially against an unknown force of substantial magnitude. As the Earth rotated beneath this tense standoff, the humans continued their global festivities, unaware of the celestial chess game being played overhead. Fireworks burst in the sky, reflecting the brilliance of human innovation and their spirit's resilience, a stark contrast to the silent threat lurking just beyond their perception. The Skrell, communicating in bursts of encrypted signals, analyzed the phantom images. Their commanders, experienced in cosmic skirmishes, debated their next course of action. The possibility of a trap loomed large, sowing seeds of doubt among them. With each passing moment, their window for a surprise attack narrowed, and the cost of miscalculation grew steeper. On the Galactic Council, The debates surrounding Zan's actions reached a fever pitch. Some members proposed sending a delegation to intervene, possibly to mediate, or even to sanction Zan for his unilateral actions. Others argued for a wait-and-see approach, intrigued by the potential outcomes of Zan's gambit with the Skrell. The council's chamber buzzed with strategic discourse, each species weighing the impact of Earth's emerging presence and the precedent set by Zan's defiance. Meanwhile, Zan, alone in his ship, monitored the Skrell's communications, deciphering their strategy and preparing to counter-move. His deep understanding of interstellar dialects allowed him to predict their likely actions, providing him the advantage of foresight. He adjusted the illusions, now projecting images of human fleets performing drills and maneuvers, a show of readiness and tactical prowess. The Skrell, increasingly wary of the robust defense they perceived, finally chose caution over conquest. Their ships, turning slowly in space, began to retreat, their mission aborted in the face of formidable opposition. They would return to their domain with stories of Earth's unexpected militaristic display, tales that would surely reshape their strategies in future encounters. As the Skrell withdrew, Zan's vessel remained cloaked in the shadow of the moon, a silent sentinel keeping watch over Earth. His heart, if such a being had one, was heavy with the burden of his choices. His actions, while protective, had further entangled him in the fate of humanity. He pondered the implications of his intervention, knowing well that the balance of power in the galaxy could shift with the smallest of actions. Earth continued its celestial dance, its inhabitants slowly winding down their celebrations, oblivious to the fact that their survival had hinged on the actions of an unseen benefactor. Night gave way to dawn, and with it, the hope of a new day. The cosmos, ever vast and mysterious, held its breath, waiting for the next ripple in the delicate fabric of interstellar relations. As the Skrell fleet vanished into the depths of space, leaving behind the silent vigil of Elder Zan, the cosmos seemed to exhale. The immediate threat dissipated like stardust in the void. Zan, alone with his thoughts, contemplated the delicate fabric of events he had woven around Earth. His interventions, though successful, had shifted the celestial dynamics in unforeseeable ways. Back on Earth, as the first light of dawn crept across the continents, the remnants of night's festivities lay scattered. People in their homes and streets recounted tales from the night before, unaware of how close they had come to becoming pawns in an interstellar confrontation. The human spirit, resilient and vibrant, continued to thrive, marked by both their ignorance of cosmic affairs and their innate drive to reach beyond their grasp. On the Galactic Council, the withdrawal of the Skrell became a topic of intense analysis. The implications of Earth's fabricated show of force were manifold, stirring a reevaluation of the non-approach law. Some council members argued that the humans' perceived capabilities warranted a revision of policy, suggesting that perhaps it was time to consider diplomatic outreach rather than continued isolation. Meanwhile, other council factions pushed for a reinforcement of the existing laws, fearing that any alteration might invite chaos and invite humans to assert themselves in galactic matters prematurely. The council chamber, a crucible of diverse thoughts and strategies, buzzed with the weighty considerations of the future. Elder Zan, monitoring these transmissions, felt a twinge of uncertainty. His actions had perhaps averted a crisis, but at what cost? The fine line between guardianship and interference had been blurred. He wondered if his role as observer had morphed unknowingly into that of protector, a role he had never sought but now could not easily relinquish. As he prepared to leave Earth's orbit, Zan sent a final encrypted message to the Council, detailing his observations and the actions he had taken. He recommended a cautious reassessment of human potential and their capacity for integration into the galactic community. His message, filled with insights and warnings, would serve as a crucial point of reference for future Council deliberations. Turning his ship away from Earth, Elder Zan set his course back to the distant stars from whence he came. The silence of space enveloped him once more, a familiar solitude that was both comforting and isolating. He carried with him the memories of Earth, a planet vibrant with life and complexity, its destiny intertwined with the galaxy's yet still charting its own course. As he moved away, the Earth receded into the background, becoming another bright point in the vast tapestry of the universe. The stories of this blue planet, with all its tumult and tranquility, would resonate across the cosmos, echoing in the halls of the Galactic Council and beyond, a reminder of the fragile threads that connect all beings in the vast expanse of space.